Then Ariel brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said this unto him, I found a man of the captives of Judah. I will make known unto the king's interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king hath demanded not the wise man, the astrologers and magicians, the soothsayers, showing us the king. But there is a God in heaven revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the later days. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon the bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came in thy mind upon thy bed, what should come to pass hereafter, and here revealeth secrets, maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, the secret is not revealed to me, for any wisdom that I have more than any living. But for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, that thou mightest know the thoughts of the heart. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness is excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and arms of silver, his belly and thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest so that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, out of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, the gold, broken to pieces together, became like a chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. This is a dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art the king of kings, for God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, strength, and glory. And whosoever the children of men dwell, and the beasts of the field, the fowls of the heaven, hath given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them. Thou art the head of gold, and thou shalt arise another kingdom, and here to thee another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh pieces shall it be break in pieces and bruises. But as thou sawest the feet and toes, parts of clay, and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest iron mixed with very clay, and as the toes of feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Whereas thou sawest iron mixed with very clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, for they shall not cleave one to another, even as an iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut off from the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, the gold, the great God hath made known to the king that it shall come to pass hereafter. The dream is certain, the interpretation thereof sure. The king of Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel, and commanded that they should not offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel and said, of a truth, there is a God of gods, a Lord of kings, and a revealer of secrets, saying that couldst reveal the secret. And the king made Daniel a great man, and gave him great gifts, and made him a ruler over the province of Babylon, and chief of the governor over all the wise men of Babylon. And Daniel requested of the king and exiled Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel sat in the gate of the king. Chapter 3. Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 64 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king said to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of provinces that come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the councils, the sheriffs, and the rulers of the provinces were gathered together to the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. They stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at which time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, decliner, and all kinds of music, yea, to bow down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up. And whoso hath followed not down to worship all the same hour, be cast in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore at the same time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, the languages fell down and worshipped the golden image of Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. But for the same time the Saurians came near and accused the Jews. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hadst made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of a cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, decliner, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And who shall fall down, worship that which should be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace? There was a certain Jews who has cast over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, these men, O king, have no regard of thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image that thou hast set up. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, do ye not serve my gods, and not worship the golden image which I have set up? Now maybe early at that time, he heard a sound of the corn of food, harps, cyclops, psaltery, the clamor, all kinds of music. Ye shall fall down and worship the image that I have made. Well, but if I worship not, you shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that you should deliver out of my hands? Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego answered, and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, then he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was shaken against Shadrach and Meshach, Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it once was heated.